Hi, this is Mr. Journey. A lot of animators like to use nulls to rig their characters, their animation scene layers of any kind, basically. It's just this catch-all control. And I wanted to give people the opportunity to create their own custom controls, or at the very least use a set of predefined custom controls to allow them to rig things in a more easy to understand way. My script is called Control Maker, and there it is. It's meant to be minimalist and simple, and by default all you need to do is just click any one of these little icons and boom, you've got your control. You can do whatever you want with it. However, I've built a bunch of extended features as well. For instance, if you want to create your own custom set of icons, all you have to do is click this button here, choose the folder of your choice, and it will import into this panel all of the Illustrator files and corresponding PNG icon files. Then you can just click on any one and boom, again, you'll have your icon. Make sure that when you make your own custom icons, they should be Illustrator files at the size that you expect to import them, and you should have a PNG file that's 15 pixels by 15 pixels with the exact same name as your Illustrator file. That way the script will know exactly which Illustrator file to attach to your icon. You can change the fill color or even make it invisible. Same with the stroke. And it'll remember in your preferences. I like to have a somewhat vivid color, usually just a stroke. I'm going to go ahead and create a control for this hand and parent the hand to it. Normally you might want to have the the move control on the actual anchor point, but here it is. Another thing you can do, for instance, is I'm going to create a control for the eye. And in this case, I'm going to create a slider. I'm going to go ahead and dock this thing. Just makes it a little easier. And I'm going to link a slider on that control to the keyframes for the eye. So here's the keyframes. I'm going to go ahead and call it blink. And then I'm going to add an expression to each of the keyframe tracks for the eye. Feel free to copy this and use it for your own work. I love to use value at time with a linear. Alright, so now if we select the control that I created and animate the blink, there it is. It's all connected to that slider. So it's nice and easy to tell. This controls the eye. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's not a square. There's nothing, hard to understand. It's a good UI design, or at least better than a simple little square. So if you wanted to, you could select a whole bunch of things and create controls for all of them in one click. It'll create new controls for all the selected layers. It's undoable, all that nice stuff. By default, when you have a bunch of layers selected and create new controls, it'll create one control for each layer, right at the anchor point. However, if you wanted to find, say, the midpoint of a bunch of layers, like this, we can select them all, hold Control on the keyboard, and click a control. And there it is, you've got the midpoint of those selected layers. So I'm going to go ahead and parent them, and you can see what happens. Now they're all controlled by this central control layer. Another feature I've built is a puppet feature. So if we go ahead and create a layer with some puppet pins, you can see how they work. If you just select those pins, and I just hit U to show the keyframed attributes, which happen to be only puppet pins at this point, and create controls, again, it'll create them, but nothing will be parented or connected by expression. But if you hold Control on the keyboard and click one of your controls, it'll also connect the puppet pins to the corresponding control layer. And again, feel free to steal these expressions. They're totally open for anybody. Just to show you how this works, there you go. And you can use Duic or whatever you wish to rig these up using IK, forward kinematics, anything you want. So the intention of this was really just to create a minimal script UI window that you can dock, which would allow you to create your own customizable set of control layers. I wanted it to be as easy to use as possible, and I really hope that people start to use this kind of rigging to make their projects more easy for other animators to pick up, but also just to make their projects more easy to animate for themselves. This is Mr. Journey, signing off.